If only I knew what I know now, would I have moved to Los Angeles? I don't know. This city has really changed me, but I think it has really propelled me to become the woman that I am today. Let's talk about it. Today's video is going to be talking about what they don't tell you about living in Los Angeles. Everybody wants to be in LA until they really realize how it is living here. I've been here for about a total of 4 years. I left during COVID and went to Seattle, and then I came back. And here is something that I've learned. There's a lot of things going on in this city that can really propel you in your career. There's a lot of opportunities. There are so many great things for people who work in entertainment or who is in the creative industry. But if you don't understand why you're here, what your purpose is, I feel like you can get lost in this place. It's such a it's just something about the energy here that I just never have felt like it was my home. I moved out here, I didn't have a plan. I came out here with $1,200 and no job. I know, it was real silly, but I was young. I thought, I'm just going to make it. I'm going to, come out here and the opportunities will just be there and I can just, make it happen. But it was so far from that. I came out here, I didn't have no money like that. I had a little bit of money in my bank account, and I really, coming from the South, I thought this would be the place where I could meet those connections. People here are not friendly like that. So it was a big difference for me. It was a big culture shock. People are really here. They're focused on what they're trying to do, whether it's pursuing their dreams or doing whatever. But I didn't really come into a place where I felt like it was welcoming. And I'm not saying that everybody that I've ran across was like that, but for the most part, everybody is here trying to reach some sort of goal. It's such a place where if you don't really know why you're here, what your purpose is, you will get sucked into the lifestyle of trying to keep up with like they say, keeping up with the Kardashians. It really is just like an image thing. People here are very materialistic. People here really want to show that, I'm successful. That was something that I was like, wow, everybody has luxury. And so it becomes the norm to want to have nice things here. I feel like everybody wants to be, everybody wants to look good and have this image that they're doing really good too. LA is pretty costly. I have lived in other places, so I can kind of compare. I lived in Seattle, I've lived in Dallas. LA is probably one of the more expensive cities. They do have areas, however, that is not as expensive, but what they don't tell you is that if you move to those areas, the commute back into the city is just not even worth it. So, you can find an apartment that's reasonable, but you either be far as hell or the apartment is going to be old. They don't have AC in a lot of apartments. That is something I probably was more so shocked than anything. How could I be in this beautiful place and these apartments are as old as they are? And if you're looking to meet the love of your life in LA, I ain't saying that you're not gonna meet somebody here in LA, but what I am saying is that don't come out here thinking that you are going to find that person automatically. A lot of people, and at least in my dating experience out here, most of the men that I ran across, they weren't really looking to settle. They were all trying to pursue dreams. A lot of them didn't have plans on settling here in Los Angeles. So for them to want something serious here wasn't really a priority for them. And that was one of the biggest struggles, I think, in my younger years here, being in this city, and I'm young and I want I'm looking around. I'm like, I want a relationship. I want a date. I want to be serious with someone. And none of the guys that I met, none of them, they wanted something serious. So that was something that was a lot. It was different for me. I tried the dating apps. I thought like it's going to be more options out here. So surely I'll meet somebody. Yeah, I met plenty of men, but was it someone who I could see me spending my life with? No, not at all. I literally had the lowest year of my life in this city. And I think it really has led me to realize that I don't think LA is a place where I want to settle down. I used to love this place, but now I look at it so differently. I don't really feel the same about it. It doesn't have like that same spark to me because I've struggled so much in this city. And not all financially. I've struggled to make genuine friends. I feel like, people here, everybody is just focused on what they're trying to do. And that's okay. But at a certain point, you really want to have like a community of people or just a network of people that you can really like be linked in with. Coming here, it taught me a lot about myself. I had to go through the struggle here to realize, like, okay, like I understand myself a little bit more going through this. LA, it opened my eyes to a world of things that I didn't know about myself. LA brought me on a journey of healing. LA taught me how to love myself more. LA taught me how to not get caught up in the hype. When I first moved here, I was caught up in the hype. When I first moved here, I didn't have a plan. I was just roaming around the city, dating guys, didn't really know what my true purpose was. I would never advise anybody to move to LA without a true plan. Know what you're here for, execute that plan, and get the heck up out of here. Simple.